Dear students, today we will discuss about bubble sort. Actually, bubble sort will come under sorting by exchange. Not only bubble sort, shell sort, quick sort, these three comes under sorting by exchange. What is meant by sorting by exchange? It's nothing but interchanging the values. Sorting by exchange is nothing but interchanging the pair of elements. So, by interchanging a pair of elements, we can perform sorting technique. These three sorting techniques will perform with the help of interchanging a pair of elements. That's why we call these three or comes under sorting by exchange. So, today we'll discuss about bubble sort. It is a very simple sorting algorithm. So it is a, we may call it as a comparison based algorithm also. Bubble sort is nothing but it is also, we call it as a comparison based sorting technique. So what we are doing here is the adjacent elements is compared and the elements are swapped if they are not in order. So assume it, if I having two elements in a list like some 60, 32. So I will compare these two elements. I will compare these two elements. So adjacent elements means which is adjacent to the next element. So we'll compare these two elements and we'll check whether these are in order. In order means it should be in sorting order. Actually here 60 is greater than 32. 60 is greater than 32 means both are not in sorting order. Then what we'll do? Swapping technique. Swapping is nothing but interchanging. So we'll interchange these two values. Then after interchanging, we'll get 32, 60. So now these two are in order. So what I applied for these two elements will apply same thing for n number of elements. Here the time complexity for the bubble sort is, the best case is big O of n. Time complexity for bubble sort, the best case is big O of n, and average and worst case is big O of n square. Big O of n square. So actually it is following these four steps. The first one is we'll compare two elements from the given list. So after comparing those two elements, we'll check whether they are in order. If they are in order, then swapping may not occur. If they are not in order, then we require swapping. Assume it, I am having some four elements like 60, 32, some 40, some 15. Assume it, we are having these four elements. So what we'll do? First I will compare first and second elements. So and I will compare whether these two are in order or not. No, these two are not order. Then what we'll do? 60 will be replaced with 32 and 32 will replace it with 60. Next I will compare with second and third elements. 60, 40. Is 2 in order? No. Then what we'll do? Again we'll apply swapping. So 40 will come here, 60 will go out, 40 will come here and 60 will come here. Again I will apply the same thing. I will check with third and fourth. 60 is it greater than 15? Yes, then swapping means here 15 will come and here 60 will come. So what we observed that the highest value element is entered into the last cell. This is, we call it as a one pass or one iteration, one pass, one step. So finally we got the elements like 32, 40, 15, 60. Again, we need to repeat the same process for these elements, like comparing 32 with 40. So both in sorting order, then you need to do anything, and we'll compare with 40 with 15. So swapping will occur. So here 15 will come and here 40 will come, and then I will compare with 40, 60. So in order, not a problem. That is second pass. Still the data is not in order, then we'll go with third pass. Like that, we'll repeat the same thing until the data is in sorting order. So this is about bubble sort. So mainly, if someone asked you what is the functionality of bubble sort, is nothing but it compares two adjacent elements and it will check whether these two are in order or not. If they are not in order, then swapping will occur. So this is the process of bubble sort. Now we'll discuss with one example. And one more thing is, the bubble sort undergoes with two conditions. One is called funnel sort and one is called cocktail sort. So funnel sort is nothing but if the element is already in sorting order, maximum elements are in sorting order and few elements are not in order, then we call it as that bubble sort, we call it a funnel sort. So when you observe the example here, the maximum elements are in sorting order 11, 22, 33. Here we require swapping. So 66, 88, 77. So here we require swapping. Like that, in some stages we require swapping. It is not required all the elements should apply swapping technique. So means this process will complete as early as possible. It will take very less time. So the type of sort we call it as a funnel sort. Next one is cocktail sort. So cocktail sort is nothing but, so here the largest element moves down more than one step per pass. So when your largest element here, and you observe that 99, actually it's supposed to move to here. So for moving, it will take maximum steps, means every adjacent cells need to compare and it will move. It's the worst case. We say that it's the worst case, it will take lot of time. So if I apply bubble sort for this type of elements, then we call it as a cocktail type of sort. And if I apply sorting for this type of elements, we call it as a funnel sort. So these two, they may ask for 2 marks questions, should be thorough with these two terms. Now we go with an example how we are going to sort, and it is an algorithm to apply the bubble sort. So here list is an array. Whatever the array of items will receive, list will come. Next, loop is in a variable which contains the size of an array. Size of an array. So here this is the main logic you should keep in mind. So here only the comparisons will occur for 2 consecutive adjacent cells. So, and it is having nested loop. So main loop and inner loop is there. So inner loop will execute after completion of total inner loop. We call it as a one pass. Again, if I repeat the same inner loop, then second pass. Again, you repeat the same thing, then third pass. Like that, number of times it will process. So here what we are doing, list of j, is it greater than list of j plus 1? Assume it, if I am having some 2 elements, some 40, some 20, it is j and it is j plus 1. It is j plus 1. If list of j means list of j is 40, is it greater than list of j plus 1? So 20. 40, is it greater than 20? Yes. Then what we are doing, swap of list of j comma list of j plus 1, means 20 will come here and 40 will come here. Then swapping true, it will go out. So same thing will apply for next cells. Same thing will apply for next cells. So this is the bubble sort algorithm. So sometimes they may ask example, what do you mean by bubble sort, example and algorithm also. So just to go through with this algorithm, and if you have any doubts, please feel free to call me. Okay, others through WhatsApp we can clarify your doubt. Okay, so and if no number of was swapped, that means array is sorting order. Then if not swapped, then just will leave out, means it will come out and algorithm will end. So in that case we no need to go with swapping. Okay, if swapping required, then this process will continue, otherwise it will come out. Okay, so this is the procedure for bubble sort. So algorithm also. Now we go with one example. So here I am having totally 8 elements. So I am storing these elements into array. Already we people know that the index of array will start from 0. Okay, so when it comes to this loop, here I am having for j equal to 0 to loop minus 1. So for I equal to 0 to loop minus 1, loop is having list dot count, means 7. For I equal to 0 to loop minus 1 means 6, 0 to 6. Sorry, it's a 8. Count is 8. So for I equal to 0 to 7 it will reach. Okay. For j equal to 0 to, for j equal to 0 to 7. So here what we are doing, list of j means 0 cell. Is it greater than list of j plus 1 means first cell. So 5, is it greater than, these two is comparing. 5, is it greater than 3? Yes. Then what will do? Swapping. So after swapping we got these two elements, and the remaining all are same. Okay. Next iteration, when it comes to next iteration, we'll compare when compare 5 with 1. We'll compare 5 with 1. So 5 with 1 will come, if when you compare, again swapping will occur. So 1 5 will be there, 1 5 will be there, and the remaining are same. Next 5 9 will compare, 5 9 will compare. So 5 9 means 5, is it greater than 9? No swapping, same list will come. Next 9 8 will compare, 9 8 will compare. 9 is greater than 8, then swapping occur. So swapping done. Next 9 2 will compare, 9 2 will compare. 9 is greater than 2, yes, swapping should occur. So swapped. Next 9 4 will compare, 9 is greater than 4, yes, then swapping. So 4 9. Next 9 7 will compare, 9 7 will compare. So 9 is greater than 7, yes, then swapping. So finally we got this one. So the highest element will reach to last cell. One pass is completed, means one inner loop is completed. Next again outer loop will go. So for I equal to 0 to 7, next element will be 1, I will be 1. So remaining process will continue same like that. So now 3 1 will compare, 3 is greater than 1, yes, then swapping. Next 3 5 will compare, 3 is greater than 5, no, nothing, no swapping. 5 with 8 will compare, no swapping. 8 with 2 compare, 8 with 2 compare, 8 is greater than 2, yes, then swapping. So swapping occurred. Next 8 with 4 compare, 8 with 4 compare, 8 is greater than 4, yes, then swapping. Next 8 with 7 will compare, 8 is greater than 7, yes, so swapping will come. So this is the second highest element, so which is stored in 6th cell. So it is stored on 7th cell, it is stored on 6th cell. Next, same comparison. 1 is it greater than 3? No, no swapping. 3 is greater than 5? No, no swapping. 5 is greater than 2? 5 is it greater than 2? Yes, then swapping occurred. 5 is greater than 4? Yes, then swapping occurred. And 5 is it greater than 7? No. So as it is, this list will come here. Again the repetition. 1 is greater than 3 na? No. So same value. 3 is it greater than 2? Yes, then swapping. 3 is it greater than 4? No, same value. 4 is greater than 5? No, same value. So the 7 will reach to 5th cell and 5 will reach to 4th cell. Next, will comparison. 1 is greater than 2? No, same. 2 is greater than 3? No, same. 3 is greater than 4? No, same. So 4 will reach to 3rd cell. Same remaining elements 1, 2, 3. So 1 is it greater than 2? 1 is it greater than 2? No. So same. 2 is it greater than 3? No, same. So third element will, so means 3 will be stored in 2nd cell, and 1, 2 both are same. So means no swapping will require. So it will store on 2nd cell, sorry, 1st cell, and it will store on 0th cell. So it is about bubble sort. So finally we'll get the elements in order like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So this is sorting order. This is sorting order. So this is about bubble sort. Okay, so here I need to do some modifications like that. So here for j equal to loop minus, okay, so this is the thing it is happening. Okay, so here loop minus I, sorry, loop minus I. So loop minus 1 minus I, loop minus 1 minus I, it will be correct. Okay, so I will, once at the time of sending this one I will share with you. Okay, so this is about bubble sort. Okay, so today I am giving one assignment to you just to check whether apply the bubble sort for this one, and your algorithm should, means whatever the you are writing, it should be like this only. Okay, I am sharing the elements like 60, 32, 4, 18, 9, 9, just a minute, I will share with the wide screen. So 60, 32, 18, 6, 9, 13, 4, 15, 1, 20. So these are the elements and you need to apply bubble sort. Okay, apply the bubble sort for these elements and send through WhatsApp to me. Okay, so I think some of the students are not doing, but it is compulsory so to pass the subject, and one of the easiest unit in data structures is 4th unit. Why? Because here we don't have any programs like that, just process. If you know process, then it is very easy to complete this one. Okay, so we'll continue in next class with another topic. Thank you.